Hello and welcome to another episode of Goa 365's Story Behind the Story. Now on Tuesday we were hit by the surprise, not so surprise, I don't know, news that the NCP Supremo and veteran politician, big brain of Indian politics, Sharad Pawar has resigned, stepped down from the NCP. He is no doubt still a Rajya Sabha MP, but he is no longer going to lead the NCP. Now we had been hearing rumors and talks for some time now that there was pressure from within his core group about the succession to him in the NCP. Who was going to lead the NCP at the local level, who was going to lead at the central level, and there was a lot of pressure on him to give up his total power. 2-3 days back, he made a statement about chapati and tawa and all, which was interpreted in different ways. We knew that something was coming up. Some of us knew, but then I don't think it was, a lot of people paid too much attention to it, just because of the personality and the character of that huge political brain. But on Tuesday, it finally happened. So to discuss this issue, what could be the repercussions? What could be the NCP without the overpowering shadow and the direction and the mentorship of Sharad Pawar, are with us Viraj Bab Naik, our psephologist. He will give you the figures. NCP's advocate Avinash Bhonsle, spokesman, very senior politician. Avinash Bab, welcome. And our analyst, advocate Siddharth Bab Samant. Samant Bab, welcome. Viraj, tell us give us a little bit of some figures about what exactly Pawar has been, what is his been his very, very long innings, and Maharashtra in general without Pawar. Viraj Bab.
So Maharashtra politics without Sharad Pawar is something that you cannot speak about or cannot associate with. So he has been there for so many decades. He was one of the youngest chief ministers of Maharashtra. He was protege of Yashwantrao Chauhan, and that's how he went on to become the chief minister in Maharashtra, not only once but 4 times. He has also been a member of parliament both in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, has been a union minister for 10 years in the UPA 1, during the UPA 1 and 2, and even before that in the Narasimha Rao government he was the defense minister. He is the supremo of NCP, and NCP was one of the national parties that was there. It recently got derecognized, but it was there for quite some time, present in many states, and the entire credit goes to him.
Yeah, now see, Pawar has always had a sort of love-hate relationship with the Congress. Like many of the NCP people who were with Pawar in 99, Sangma, Tariq Anwar, the Amar Akbar Antony of, as they call it, you had called it at that time, went on to form the NCP. Now, Avinash Bab, you are also, probably parallel sort of a thing with Pawar, Congress, NCP. So now how is it going to affect you that, that whole Pawar is gone, not gone, but he's no longer the head, at least the nominal head of
in fact, my journey in NCP was with the same. In 1990, parallel. And I was a part of NCP. But as you see, the happenings, it may be a surprise or a turmoil or some sort of mini earthquake in Maharashtra. It has taken, including the NCP as well as your Maha-Aghadi, even the opposition, like ruling faction left of Chief Minister, and even he reacted, our Fadnavis of BJP. To me, as things are unfolded today by his own kins, particularly Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar was releasing his book, Lok Maje Sangati, People Are My Companion, and it was already published earlier, but as a re-edition with all the details, and he had depicted his journey towards, it was May 1960 till he wanted to May 2023. In fact, he was supposed to release on the May Day, that is the Maharashtra Day, formation of it, and he want to just give the glimpse of his political career. So it was a very mature decision by Mr. Sharad Pawar. Though it appears to be, or the way it has been depicted, that people are surprised, I don't say I'm been taken by surprise. Sharad Pawar, if you know, and if any person knows Sharad Pawar, he has been always giving his biggest strong weapon is to give surprises. You call it, it's a dhakat tantra, like give a push, but give a different turn. Every issue is to handle that way. Now at this age, he is now 82 or 83 perhaps. Recently his birthday was now on 12th of December will be his birthday coming. So Sharad Pawar, now as parliament election is in 2024, Mahagadi is definitely been improving. The Supreme Court decision is pending before it. So there is lot of things which has been happening. So this was a jolt which has been given with full thought. It was not, and definitely Sharad Pawar has a reason to do it, and he has a reason to time it, because the timing is very important.
Why?
No, he wanted it. Perhaps he wanted his age is not, doesn't matter, because last leg when he was elections were there, he gave a speech in Sadara. That was the last campaign in heavy rains, and kept the audience spellbound, and that was a turning point. During his speech gave a turning point. So likewise was, yeah, so the timing which was there, the posture which he adopted, and even now there is a lot of similarity. That is basically that dhakka tantra. When you surprise, the technique which was in, it was a big surprise, it was a big jolt to everybody. So perhaps on this he has thrown a challenge to the NCP workers and the leaders. In absence of Sharad Pawar, how you are going to handle NCP? Whether it's going to be the end of NCP, because they always equate Sharad Pawar wahan nahi hai to NCP khalas. Is it that thing? Will NCP collapse in absence of Sharad Pawar? So Sharad Pawar, it would be sort of a litmus test to strengthen the organization, and he wants to prepare it for the future Assembly Lok Sabha election. So it is a well thought move. This is what I feel.
Fair enough, but now, Dr. MVA, Shiv Sena has got a lot of, the Congress is basically was during the 2019, I'm just taking off from where Avinash Bab, I mean not to, you're free to bring up any point, but just to make a point, 2019 elections, Pawar was the star campaigner of the NCP Congress alliance. It was the NCP Congress at that time, and he is credited of helping not only the NCP but also the Congress, which was virtually leaderless in Maharashtra. Not even now, it's virtually people who are making basically noise that the Congress in Maharashtra is making to ensure to see if they get a little bit of bow and some position, but basically leaderless. So after they broke off on 20th November 2019, Shiv Sena broke off and the coalition was formed. Even then, Chief Minister may have been Uddhav Thackeray, but the brains was Sharad Pawar. So now, what do you think? Is he actually going to give up, or is he going to take a back seat, or is the Ajit Pawar factor, the pressure being put by Ajit Pawar, is he going to, in fact, from what our reporters are saying is that Ajit Pawar is pretty close to the ruling BJP. So what is going to be the future? What do you think? You've been a keen observer.
As far as Sharad Pawar is concerned, he is a multi-talented person. He is a multitasker also. He was not only a star campaigner for that victory, but entire government formation would not have been possible in absence of him. In fact, the manner in which the nephew had gone and joined the other side and before people could come back from the morning walk, he saw to it that he is brought back. I mean, only person of his acumen, his experience, his capability and his knowledge could have done it. He has got good 55 years of administrative experience, and he is the person who understands politics and the kind of exposure that he has. I mean, seldom any leader anywhere in the world will have. Forget India. In India, of course, he is one of the most experienced and somebody who understands politics well. But such a person who has got such diverse experience, exposure, seldom people like him would exist in the world. Forget. It's true actually. So Kissinger, Henry Kissinger, he has seen politics for so many years. If you remember in 70s during Vietnam War, during Nixon's time, and even till now, up till say 4 or 5 years ago, when he actively participated, he is that kind of person. He is the only person you can really compare is that person who really had a long spell of political. But he is somebody who holds his cards very close to his chest, and it is very difficult to predict what his move is going to be. He will, I mean, people imagine that he would work in this fashion and he completely surprises you. But taking care, taking into consideration his health, his age, the manner in which party is collapsing, and it is easy to wrap up a person who's trying to throw challenges to you from outside. But when that happens in your own house, then somehow, however you might be, it happened to Shivaji also during the last time. See, he could fight the entire Mughal empire, but when did he crumble? He crumbled when things started falling apart in his own house. So similarly, when a thing of this nature happens in your own house, where you see that it may not be possible to hold everybody together for a long time. Could it be one of the reasons why he resigned? I'm not saying this is the reason he resigned.
No, one second. Let me interrupt you on this point. My colleagues in Maharashtra have been saying this. Arey Baba, Ajit Dada as they call him, has been pushing for a succession.
Correct.
Succession.
Correct.
Succession path.
Correct.
And some deal was, I don't know, this is all totally heresy, but
then,
simply, reporters will love this speculation. The central was supposed to be to the daughter and this was supposed to be to the nephew.
To put it in short, he wants inventory to be done before he dies.
Exactly.
So that's
and he will I thought this happened only in Goa, family feuds, but it looks like
so this is no.
But big stakes, huge stakes.
Ambitions, expectations, personal sort of selfish claims have been there.
But will it be possible?
But unless you are capable of taking the legacy forward,
that's my point.
The things are not going.
You
see at the center, Congress is trying to push one person for so many years, and what has happened ultimately to the party? Do you want such a thing? See, succession has to emerge. It cannot be claimed as a matter of heirship. Of course, if you are capable, then yes, it should not come as a discount.
Leadership is leadership. However good your party may be, like Congress, probably second, third rung leaders, bringing the Congress in, second, third rung leaders are probably better than the ruling party. But the leadership, in my opinion, is extremely fragile.
So that's where
not all over the place, not really focused. And NCP has got no party, only Sharad Pawar. Except very few stalwarts like Avinash Babu.
Take for example Shiva Sena's this. What is happening now? You are trying to thrust out a leader who obviously does not show any promise. And that's why the Shiva Sena.
I think Maharashtra did well during COVID.
No, he might be. He might. See, COVID, that can't be the test. You are not able to hold the government properly. You are not able to hold your MLAs properly. 90% of the MLAs defect. This certainly is not a good sign of a good leader.
He did not have a political. But let me tell you about Sharad Pawar. He is a leader with vision.
Correct.
He is a very
that's our point.
I am coming to the point of that political inventory. He is not preparing or drawing up political inventory.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because he is the man who opposed the dynasty rule, and when he questioned the foreign rule to be a prime minister, Sonia Gandhi, and that's where the NCP came in existence. So, at this point of time, I tell you, he would like to see his legacy. There's a legacy created by Sharad Pawar. It is not only the inheritance. And legacy need not be passed on from your blood relationship. It can come from out of box also. So he is definitely trying to find it out, somebody very viable. And this is a trial period, and he has a sufficient time during his being alive. So he wants to ensure that NCP is in the safe hand and NCP is growing. That's why he has thrown a challenge to the leaders as well as the workers. Now the workers who were crying, who were in a hunger strike and all, who gave threats, a lot of hangama was there, and which is still going on.
Yeah.
So ultimately it is basically Sharad Pawar himself want to know how much he stands in the water, or how much NCP is deeply rooted. NCP is definitely deeply rooted in Maharashtra, in nooks and corners of Maharashtra. But in other places, now other places there is no leader of Sharad Pawar's stature to rise up to northeast, to your Jammu Kashmir, to Gujarat here.
See, NCP was in northeast.
Yeah.
It was in Gujarat.
It was in Gujarat. It was in Kerala.
It was in Goa.
So there were a lot
Now
of
it's not
pockets.
there.
It's not there. It was in Bihar also. We had 3 MLAs in Bihar.
Okay.
We had our convention sometime back earlier, before this. So now the question comes, this is a strategy, it's a very masterstroke of Sharad Pawarji to consolidate the political position of NCP in Maharashtra, not only in Maharashtra, but in entire country when we are facing. So,
But you cannot deny the fact that Sharadji Pawar is a brilliant political.
no doubt. There is,
That
as
is
Dhotre has
that-
rightly said.
Brilliant.
Yes.
This is all, and in fact, whoever leaders, whichever leaders I have spoken to from the NCP, even national level and local level, I have always asked them, Sharad ji के बाद क्या? ये कशाला करना है? What are you going to do? No, we'll see that. Nobody wants to bring that up. Viraj, I'm sorry, but this is not a nice place for you to come in. But I think some figures and all would be a.
So I would,
relief
since we are
from-
talking about Sharad Pawar
Yeah.
and being the shrewd politician that he is, I would like to narrate a few instances where he has shown his political acumen. So everyone knows about 2019 and the Mahavikas Aghadi and how it took shape. But let's go back in time. So I would like to take you to 2004. So in 2004, Congress and NCP were in an alliance and they fought the assembly election together. And the deal was whoever gets more number of seats gets to claim the chief minister's post. So in 2004, what happened was there were 3 aspirants for the chief minister's post from the NCP. So what did Sharad Pawar do? He offered the chief minister's post to the Congress and took 3 plum portfolios for his 3 chief ministerial aspirants. So it worked really well. The government was stable and everything went well, and they even won the next election. Again, another incident that comes to my mind is in 1993. He was made the chief minister of Mumbai because they were of Maharashtra because they were not happy with the chief minister and they wanted someone better. Within a few days, within a week, there was 1993 Mumbai blast. There were 12 blasts that took place, but he had the audacity to make it 13 on national television. Only to ensure that there are no, and the 13th was in a Muslim dominated place that he claimed it happened, so that there are no communal tensions. So that is the presence of mind. That is the presence of mind and keen political acumen that made him do these decisions. At the same time, there is one instance that I feel could have gone in a different way. That is in 1999 when Sonia Gandhi came into the picture and became the Congress president. He opposed it. Sharad Pawar was one of the tallest leaders of the Congress. Even in 2004 when UPA came to power, there was Manmohan Singh, Pranab Mukherjee, and probably if Pawar had stayed, then Sharad Pawar would have been the 3rd contender for the prime ministerial post. And probably he would have got it. We do not know. Yeah. But that is one incident that did not go well. But he has shown a lot of decisions and lot of political analysis that he has done, which is tremendous. I mean, he's been a chief minister, MLA, MP, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Union Minister, everything. Defense minister, except Prime Minister.
Viraj, I was talking about this now. See the amount of seats that the BJP has got, and Chief BJP after alliance 23 and 18. NCP got 4 and 1 at that time. Then Lok Sabha changed, and he he brokered. He went and was a star campaigner and all that. So, is it advantage BJP in Maharashtra, because this is one of the places that we thought that would get hit, possibly because of that all this thing what's happened with the Shiv Sena and probably some miscalculation by the BJP. But is it now advantage BJP again with the Lok Sabha coming up so soon and the assembly elections? What do you feel?
There is, as far as Sharad Pawar goes, there is a famous saying that if you go to him and if there is some election or some work going on, he will say Kamala Laga. He will not tell you whether to win or lose. So you never take any decision that Pawar makes lightly.
At face value.
At face value, you always take it with a pinch of salt. So one reason, if we analyze the decision that he has taken, one reason obviously could be because of his health. So we do not know what his health condition is and what does he want to do with the next year and so on. But again, I feel it is a calculated move. There is a lot of friction going on between internally between the NCP, between the 2-3 leaders that are strong and those who are eyeing the NCP Supremo post Pawar. So this could be a decision just to divert attention, or sometimes there's a saying that whenever things are not working well, a small setback results in all the components coming together.
That's
so he resigns, everyone will think about it, and then everyone gets engrossed with it, and they'll try and convince him. Maybe all of them will come together. We never know. That could be one of the reasons. Or he is genuinely not happy with what is happening inside the party. But I would not like to go with the later one. I feel he has made a very calculated move, knowing Pawar being such a shrewd politician. Whether it will have an impact, I don't think so. Him resigning as the NCP chief, he is de facto the Supremo. Whether he is the NCP president. But
I don't know, probably the other leaders, that's what, probably the other leaders like Ajit Pawar don't think that. They think his time is past, that now it is their time. Or many of the leaders possibly think that no, they have no future as part of NBA. They have to go back to the BJP or they have to ally with the BJP. I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons which pushed this Pawar's decision.
No, what I feel is, see, as far as NCP as a party is concerned, it is in decline, and Sharad Pawar's resignation itself is not going to blow any life into it.
Okay.
It doesn't look how, in what manner.
I don't know.
It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be.
This I think maybe Avinash should do.
I disagree with it.
See, absolutely. See, I'm not. Now I'm not criticizing them or something. I'm just looking at facts, and it does not look.
Do you think
not
that,
adding
just to, sorry, Dr. Pretab, do you think what Dr. is saying has got any merit?
Dutta doesn't have a merit vis-a-vis Sharad Pawar, whether
and NCP party
and NCP together. If Sharad Pawar is not existing, NCP would collapse. That is a normal myth which has been created.
Okay.
But there is already leadership of NCP down the villages. There are people like Congress was there. It is there. It is there in Maharashtra. I'm not saying it is there in Goa.
So if he resigns, doesn't make a difference. NCP will
no, but
get affected?
NCP will not be affected that way. NCP, it's a challenge being thrown because it's a calculated move by Sharad Pawarji, because we call him a Zanta Raja, very calculated move, and he wants to regenerate NCP and reach out for a larger section. And this is where the polarization and consolidation, the internal bickerings which have been happening, like rightly his immediate successor in Maharashtra, Ajit Pawar, he has already shown his traits. He joined there for V hours, became sworn as a minister, deputy chief minister at that point of time. And he came back. So now he has also shown his colors. He has been empty times speaking about going towards the treasury bench. So you don't know what's going to happen in the near future. But definitely this has been foreseen by Sharad Pawar. He has visualized what is going to be in future. And that is why we call it, he has been preempting that situation.
Many of the MLAs are with Ajit Dada.
Already there were more than 30-35 MLAs out of this.
That is what I was saying. What has happened to Shiva Sena may happen to
But Shiv Sena, the decision probably, I don't know, maybe it's wrong, but Shiv Sena, that decision has rebounded on BJP, I believe. It's been a bad thing for the BJP.
So that you will see only in the elections. See, how do you know? See, if what is happened to Shiva, if there is a Shiva Sena part 2 to NCP, and if Sharad Pawar has to sit in the position and just see it, then it would have shown him in a very helpless situation. Probably this also could be one of the things that in his mind to vacate the chair. one of the things that could be in his mind, because see, if what has happened to Shiva Sena happens to NCP in his captaincy, it would be very, very sad thing to happen at the fag end of his life. It would be very, very sad thing to happen.
At the same time, you have to accept that NCP is the single most important factor in Maharashtra politics.
Yes.
In today.
And
Because-
Sharad Pawar.
Yeah,
because of Sharad Pawar. not
without
because of anybody
NCP, MVA will not be able to form
No.
their government. And looking at the current situation, BJP also seems to be wanting NCP with them because of the reason that you just
Western
mentioned.
Maharashtra.
One is that, and also because they have taken a part of Shiv Sena. And yet they are not very happy with that decision. Looks like that hasn't been
The way it was supposed
yeah.
to be, yes.
So if they get NCP, I think
Then,
they are through. If they don't get NCP, then MVA is much.
I don't know about if they don't get NCP, they get NCP. If they don't sideline Sharad Pawar, if they manage to sideline, you see, I'm totally at odds with you, Avinash Babu. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
for me, if Sharad Pawar is not there, the BJP is going to sail through. One, there will be no NCP. Means
Yeah.
the force,
Yeah.
the potent force. I'm not saying NCP will obviously be there. Like for example. It probably could be like the MGP of Goa, be part of every government in the state from now on. But that potent force, see, be it treasury benches, be it opposition, be it anywhere, Pawar is respected, and not only respected, feared, because they don't know tomorrow what he can possibly conjure out of that hat of his. No? I don't know, maybe it would be a master stroke if they manage to let him take sannyas.
By the end of the day, definitely this decision will be recalled 100% with the pressure of the public, and he is very much wanted.
Maybe as you said, it's
yeah,
a game
it is
to
going to
sideline
happen.
some
Yeah,
people.
it will be
to
there.
scare some people.
Yeah.
Because you think the NCP MLAs and all are not aware of what he is like, whether without him, where they will be. I think they are
They are very much aware of it. They are very much aware of it. Because he is oxygen to the party. They will
Yeah.
not be able to survive. Believe it.
Yeah,
That's
very
100%.
tough, very difficult.
So that is obvious. It is daylight truth.
This discussion I want to take because I think Nutur has got some more things to speak. I also have a little bit of things to speak in Maharashtra. We will continue after this break. Keep watching Goa 365.